Yes. So it's Pardon the Tear time.
All right. So we got question number 1 here. So guys, what horror movie, you know the movie's dog shit, but you love it anyways, you'll defend it anyways, and it's your guilty pleasure movie, and why?
I'll start because Jason's having technical difficulties of hitting everything
And ruffling his papers.
For me, and the remake is coming out, but Toxic Avenger. I would almost say many things on the Trauma lineup. They're so over the top, terrible, but I love them. But Toxic Avenger is like one of the ones that comes to mind every single time that if I show anybody, they are going to probably laugh in my face. But if you're like a horror, a lover of horror movies and just that Trauma vibe, I mean, it is awesome. And I'll even go a step further. As Toxic 2 and 3 and Avenger versus Sergeant Kabuki Man or whatever, that like all those, as they get worse, I love them just as much. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the Trauma movies. You can even throw in there like Class of Nuke 'Em High and some of those other ones. But the one that I put down is actually one of my all-time favorite movies. And I think it's probably one of the best cult classic movies. We've actually podcasted this, and I think this falls as a guilty pleasure. But Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bolorama. I mean, this one is... it's got Linnea Quigley, of course, obviously. But it's about the about the imp. The imp that comes out of the trophy and gives everyone a wish that goes bad on them. But it's like one of those guilty pleasure movies you watch and you're just kind of like, okay, most people are not going to like it. Some people like me watch it probably every like 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, as long as part 2 was straight dog shit, even though you liked it. No, you liked it at the time. You gave it.
No, it's straight dog shit, but it's a guilty pleasure.
The part 2 is not even a guilty pleasure. It's like, why would you wait this long to do this? But I agree with you for part 1. Like Sorority Babes is just one of those nostalgia movies. I think you could even put up there like Night of the Creeps and some of these other ones. They're not the greatest movies, but
I disagree with Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps is actually a really good overall movie for a lot of people to watch. So I don't agree with you there. But one I think you will agree with me on. I put down Pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, we reviewed that one too, and it's just one of those that's so bloody that it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah, I think Pieces is closer to bad than anything, but I don't mind it. Like chopping mall pieces, you know what I mean? Some of these chud, these
the video dead.
Yeah, Kirk, what do you think?
Yeah, no. I wrote down 3 notes here. So anything Trauma was my first note.
Okay, there we go.
And then I was going to try to name some movies, and it just turned into a run-on sentence. But Freddy vs. Jason, I think it's a bad movie, but I love it. Silent Hill from 2006, Mandy from 2018, Halloween Kills, and Queen of the Damned, and Galaxy Terror. So I kept just naming movies, and then I stopped, and I came to my third point of a lot of 80s horror is on this list. It's my guilty pleasure. It's something that I love 80s horror, but a lot of the movies just aren't very good. And they don't hold up today, but I'll defend them to the end of time. So
Halloween Kills is not on that list.
It's a guilty pleasure. The more I watch that
movie,
it's
not a bad movie.
But people hate that movie, but the more I watch it, the better it gets for me. All right, Jay, it's your